morning, Patrick and I were talking. So got a little bit away, so forgive us. I was the instigator. But we are back. Thank you for tuning in to Talking with the Planets. And Patrick, my dear friend, how are you? I guess that's kind of a rhetorical question, but it's one that shows civility. So how are you?
I am better than I have been, and I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy, put it that way.
Well,
am I flashing, Wayne? I look like I'm flashing.
You are flashing.
It's usually my camera that does a funny thing. How's that?
Your blue screen isn't working either behind you, so I
haven't got it turned on, Wayne.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, then that wouldn't be the reason why it doesn't.
But you know.
I see. Okay. Oh, well, listen, I just want to say hello to everyone that's in the chat room, everyone who's watching. Thank you, moderators, for all that you do. And so, Patrick, I know the last time you and I talked was literally
Tuesday,
the beginning of the new year. New Year's Eve, if I recall right. It was already New Year's year-end.
That was already, yes.
Yeah.
In 2019, and you were still in 2018. Yeah.
Yeah, a little time travel there. So I always get concerned when I see people that are suffering, you know, and I always look at a virus as an attack, which it is. It's attacking our bodies. And I just want to let you know we're going to continue just to uphold you and to see you healed, whole, and back on the upside. You know, the great thing about the principles of hermetics is that nothing can stay the same. The pendulum will seek a balance, isn't? And we're going to be using a pendulum. So how is your strength? That's the first thing. How are you feeling, you know?
Apart from the pain in my tummy, I am okay. And as I said to you, I need a distraction. My mind is bored.
Okay.
Can I just say to everybody, thank you for all the well wishes I've received. Thank you for all the healing energy I've received. It really has humbled me. I haven't picked my pendulum up for a week, so we're in for an interesting show.
I know we are. Well, you are much loved here, and you know, I'm trying to organize on Friday night where we can just come together and do a group healing, counter curses, counter negative energies that have tried to penetrate the hedge. And so I think that this has given me even more motivation, my friend. So I'm so glad that you're here. I really am, Patrick.
Thank you. Can I just say to those who have volunteered to me, because I've been practicing doing what I do without the pendulum or chart, and I have done some. The connection is very strong. So if during today's show I drop the pendulum, I may continue talking.
That's fine. You know, you're driving the bus. We're just along for the ride. Well,
I did have one question come in today, which someone wants me to ask the sun.
Okay.
Is he still shining?
Is he still shining?
Yeah. Can you just grab my rod? Let's have a look. I can do that very quickly.
Sure. Yeah, let's do that.
I'll just calibrate him. Am I wearing glasses? No. Is my backdrop green? Yes. Is the sun still shining? No. Anyway.
Well, hey, listen, you know, who knows what it's like? I over the holidays, they were doing a Twilight Zone marathon, and it was quite interesting. In one of the episodes, there were 7 people who found themselves in this white room, and one was dressed as a clown, one was a soldier. And as they were debating what existence meant, what it meant to be alive, what they didn't realize that they were in the teacup of another giant being that merely looked at them as toys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's amazing. Well, I just want you to just take it at your pace. And I have a feeling that the energy will be very positive for you, Patrick.
That's what I'm hoping for.
Well, let's see. Let's see. Any other questions?
I can't see the chat, Wayne, so I'll have to rely on you.
Yeah, I'm reading it as we're going. So I do have a question for Earth. During the atomic explosions that man was experimenting with, did this have an impact on you? I guess meaning Earth.
Okay. You can still hear me okay?
I can hear you fine. Yes, sir.
I'm just going to have to do the calibration for this.
That's all right.
Apologise for it shaking. I'm a bit wobbly.
It's all right.
I'm going to be able to see the letters, otherwise that won't work, will it?
We don't. If we hear the thud, we know that, that you're pushing it.
Yeah, great. Do I have a strong connection? Thank you. Spell my first given name, please. P-A-T. Still works, Wayne.
Oh, well, I'm glad to hear that.
I-C-K. We have a question for Earth. Could you repeat it for me, Wayne, please?
Yes. During the atomic bomb explosions, were you impacted by this?
These explosions were very detrimental to me. I have not even now fully recovered. These explosions affect not only this reality, but intersecting dimensions, timelines, and other realities. Finish.
Holy crapola. What? Wow.
Wow.
You know, every time we meet, and this is why I've so missed you, Patrick, is that it's quite remarkable just to hear the answers. Wow.
It amazes me that the pendulum actually moves. And I'm saying these words and I'm trying to catch up because I'm going, what's moving that? What's moving that?
Well, what was the famous line in the movie Joe versus the Volcano? Let the mind go and the body will follow.
Yeah.
One of my favorite movies with Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan. So I have one here. Someone had asked, is something chasing Mercury? So I guess we would almost have to ask Mercury, wouldn't we?
Is something chasing Mercury? Right. Can we speak with Mercury, please? The question is something chasing you? This object is entering my orbit and is affecting not only me, that's the theme, isn't it?
Yeah.
But other planets and moons in this solar system. Finish. I hadn't even heard of that.
I haven't even heard of that. Wow. Let me get this one question. Cheesesteak, I see you. And let's talk about the giant trees. Okay. Wow. Let's go back. So
the thing I've missed is when I do these, I don't like calling them readings, these sessions, I call them. You ask a question and it gives you more than what you ask for. And you can just keep going down the rabbit hole, you know?
So Mercury is saying something is coming in or is already here. I was trying to.
Yeah.
What'd you get on that?
I just saw this big thing.
Something.
I don't know.
I'll use another phrase. Something wicketh cometh this way, I think. I don't know. Wow. Okay. I'm glad this is being we can play this back, for the archives. Another person asked of Uranus, why did someone name a planet Uranus anyway? Are you the
I've had problems with my Uranus. Sorry, Wayne.
The old proverb, my friend, laughter doeth the heart is a good medicine. So let's soak it up. Are you the god of the planets? Interesting question.
Is Uranus the god of the planets?
Yes. I had never heard of anything like that. It's interesting.
Wow. This is a question for Uranus. Are you the god of the planets? It's just saying no, Wayne.
Well, there you go.
That's what you do. What happens when you ask a yes or no question?
Bingo.
You get a yes or no answer.
Yeah, and I got something for, well, here's another question. Jupiter, why has your frequency changed?
Would you do the honors, Wayne?
Yes. Jupiter, may we speak with you?
Yes.
Thank you. The question is amongst the people of Earth is we've noticed that your frequency of your core being has changed. Can you tell us why?
This change of frequency has been happening for centuries. This is part of my own progression from a planet to a star. Finish.
Wow. Wow. Now, I'm just looking back in my notes, and the last time we had this transcribed, Jupiter told us that it was on the path of its ascension.
Well, that fits.
It does, doesn't it? And so if I just connect the dots on this, I keep thinking that Jupiter is becoming a star. I know that they say our physics that can't happen, but our physics is wrong anyway.
Our physics says bumblebees can't fly, so.
True. And I haven't figured out how you can keep a fly frozen for 6 months and then thaw it out. And it's just like, hey, Jack, how you doing, man?
Doesn't work on humans, does it?
Doesn't seem to do too well for us, is it? I'm writing down another question. Is man correct on...
Thank you for this, Wayne. I'm really enjoying it.
Well, good, my friend. Okay, I want to make this so I can get it down easy. Okay.
I hold the pendulum, you ask the question.
Well, that is great.
We're not
all
repeating
right.
the question then.
All right, we have one for Earth.
Okay.
Earth, may we speak to you?
Yes.
Earth, we have noticed the magnetic North Pole moving. Is this indication of something much more serious?
This change in the magnetics is happening as part of a cycle. It is not anything to worry about. Finish.
I'm going to tell you what, Earth, I just gave you a big high five. Earth, you get this is how much we love you, that much. Way to go. I mean, that's so cool. Wow. Okay, I love it. A question for the sun, and then I have one for Venus and then another for the Earth. I'll just tell you what the question is, and so Patrick, we can maybe refine it more. Person wants to know from the sun, and I don't know how to put this in an easy way. Is man correct on our thoughts of where we are in the Milky Way? Does that
is that because of the theory that we've moved from one part to another part?
Yes, sir. Approximately 50,000 light years. I don't know how that happens, but yeah.
We could word that several ways. We could say, is our position in the Milky Way constant?
Oh, that's going to be a yes or no, right? Or whatever. Let's see what the sun has to say. All right. Is our position...
You just worded it.
I'm sorry.
We'll see what happens. You read the question as you read it to me.
Okay. May we speak to the sun?
Yes.
Thank you. Sun, are we where we think we are in the Milky Way? And if not, how wrong are we?
It's always a good sign when it goes clockwise, Wayne, not anti-clockwise.
Thank you.
Our position within the Milky Way is not fixed. We can move across the galaxy. There are unseen forces that are applied to all things, and this force changes the position of all celestial bodies. Finish. Well, I don't think I'd have dreamt that one up.
Wow. I'm going to have to go back and listen to this one myself and read the transcript. That I'm going to have to meditate on that one. That was heavy. It almost sounded to me like, and I have postulated, along with many others, that if wormholes can exist, then it almost sounds like the sun is saying such could be as well on a solar system or a larger scale.
We can only see what is observable from here. I suppose we don't even know the true extent of the whole universe, do we?
No. Okay. Someone wanted to know from Earth, was there a time when plants and animals were giants? Giant trees, for instance. I think I got this right. True Helper, I saw your ask your question. Is there, okay.
Do you want to do it?
Yeah, okay. May we speak to the Earth?
Yes.
Thank you, Earth. The question has been asked that we have seen evidences of a time where there were giant trees along with dinosaurs. Were there giant trees at a time that we now see as big as continents? No, that's not right. It's not right. Cities. That's what I meant.
There has been many civilizations come and go. There has been many different types of biology, plant life, and all of these can come in very, very large size. Trees especially can grow to what you would call giant size. The time of the dinosaurs was a particularly large time in Earth's history. Everything will change, then change back again. This is what happens. Finish.
I saw that. Wow. Wow. How are you doing, my friend?
I'm doing great. My pain is easing away.
Excellent. Excellent. That was far out, Earth. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Someone had asked about, is there life, other humans on the in the solar system? I think we need to get a little bit more specific. And I have a question, I guess would be for Mars. Are there humans on Mars?
Shall we word that differently so we don't get a
Yeah,
yes or
yeah. I'll just ask Mars, is there humans on your planet now?
There have been many species on my surface, human and so-called alien. There are still beings of all description living on, or to be more correct, under the surface of myself. Finish.
God. What the hell? Holy crap.
That's a really good one.
That was an answer, wasn't it?
Wasn't it just?
Oh, man. Oh, wow. I'm telling you, I'm gonna have to go back because I'm trying to get questions in at the same time I'm listening to this, and I'm going, what? Someone wants to know on Ganymede, I guess one of Jupiter's moons, is there human life? We've never tried to reach a moon, have we? We talked to,
I think we've had moons mentioned, but I don't think we've actually spoken to a particular moon, unless did we speak to our moon? I can't remember. Or did we discover that that was fake?
I don't know. But let's try. Ganymede, may we speak with you?
Yes.
Thank you. The question has been asked, are there our kind on your surface?
The surface beings are mostly human. However, there are also others. Your entire solar system is flooded with life. Finish.
Well,
I answered that one.
Ganymede, they can understand our intent. Remember, the planets don't only think in English. They can think in they can see any language that's out there, but that is very interesting. Our solar system is flooded with life.
Yeah.
Because there was a question I had here before the show started. Is there life on Venus? I would almost say that, and I know this is probably we'd asked the question before. Well, in fact, I'll keep it. I guess the question would be, Patrick, if we can talk to Venus, and I want to know specifically, is there life in her atmosphere? So may we speak with Venus?
Yes.
Hello, Venus. The question is asked of our species, is there life contained in your atmosphere?
No. Only under my surface. It is too hot. Finish.
I love these planets. Some of them are just, it's like having a conversation with someone who's just a sage. They're not going to engage you in, banter. Hey, this is business.
You're not going to get an encyclopedic answer, are you? You're going to get what you've asked for.
You're going to exactly. And so, okay, so people want to know from Earth. Asks Earth about CERN. All right, well, let's see if we can get Earth. Earth, may we speak with you?
Yes.
Earth, we have a machine called CERN. What is it doing to you?
CERN has always affected because it interrupts the timelines and distorts dimensions, and I am very concerned because there is a plan to build a larger version of CERN. This could be catastrophic for the inhabitants of Earth. Finish.
I feel almost like we're breaking news, and I have a feeling the powers to be probably wouldn't want that out, that they're building something even larger. Now, I can fathom them, but I can't physically imagine it, but something bigger than CERN. I don't know what our planet can do with that kind of power.
CERN's 26 miles across, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, 26 miles. Mm. Mm, 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 mm.
Portals, that's what I get the impression of.
Ask if the Earth is flat, low, and get the distraction answered.
Depends from your vantage point.
And that's so true. People try to get so wrapped around it. And I said, well, we live in a four-dimension world.
Doesn't matter.
So I can have a three-dimensional object that's one-dimensional in its aspect. I don't understand why people get so hung up about that. But anyway, that is something that I find, Earth has said this a number of times. I'm going to meditate on this, and I'm going to talk to her on this one as well. She keeps mentioning distortions in timelines.
Yes.
What do you make of that?
I have only just started getting my head around different timelines.
Yeah.
And what I try to think of is why. And the only plausible explanation I can come up with my feeble little brain is, if we're here for the experience, then doing different timelines at the same time would give us more experience. What we
Yeah.
do afterwards, who knows?
Tomorrow, I'm actually going to be doing a tire show on the nothingness. I think everyone, that it will be a mind-blowing show tomorrow. Tune in. Lots of questions came in when I started bringing this up. I happen to agree with the one person I'm interested on this with Earth. I want to know if there is in fact an inner Earth. So could we ask Earth and see if she will let us know about if there is an inner Earth?
You're talking about the hollow Earth theory.
Yes, yes. Oh, well, before we get started, I happen to think that, Peter Jackson was right on, The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings. I think there was a time when Middle Earth was
Middle Earth.
Yeah, I actually do believe that, Patrick, and I swear I almost was there. So how would we want to phase this for Earth? Because I think, I have my answer in my head, what I think, but I'd like to hear it from Earth. How would you put this, Patrick? Help me out on this one. How would we say this?
We could word it such as there is a belief amongst some people that the Earth is hollow and that there is life within Earth. I don't know.
I think that's beautiful. Would you take the honors on this one? That one was great.
Sure. This is a question for Earth. Is that okay? An increasing number of people on the Earth believe that there is life in the center of Earth, i.e. that the Earth is hollow and that there is a totally separate civilizations, cities. What can you tell us about this, please? The Earth is hollow. There is a smaller sun at my center. This facilitates life that used to be on the surface. This life also includes what you would call aliens, but they are not extraterrestrial because they come from Earth. Only from inside there has been wars between the different species above and below the surface, and at times life on the surface has been wiped out. Then those from below ventured to the surface and started their own civilizations, and this has happened many, many times and could happen again if the inhabitants of the center of Earth feel that man is jeopardizing life itself. Finish.
Whoa, 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 whoa. All right, I got a lot out of that one.
I'm going to have to watch that one back because
that one really is. I can't wait till we get this transcribed because I'm going to have to read that over again. But all right, so for me, what I got out of that is kind of an answer that you and I have never talked about, even come close, but it's quite apparent the true inhabitants of Earth, and I have contended this for some time, that Homo sapiens are not the true inhabitants of Earth. There is, pardon?
It's not us.
No, it's not us. There are interterrestrials that are the true inhabitants of this planet. They were created by this planet. And anyway, so I found it interesting that the Earth was saying that the inner inhabitants have had to replant back on the surface, basically what I would summarize as civilizations. And you know, the biggest thing that I have, and I've studied this now for going on nearly 6 years, Sumerian history, is that when you look at the whole legacy of the Sumerians, they came out of nowhere. Literally, they came out of nowhere. They had a ready-made society, laws, knowledge, everything that you needed for surface humans to exist. That's just what the Earth said.
Yeah.
Wow.
So when Jules Verne did Journey to the Center of the Earth, he should have worded it the other way, Journey to the Surface.
Exactly. Well, you know, it's very odd. I was just seeing one of the B-rated, in fact, it was Jules Verne, Center to the Earth. Doug McClure played the role in this thing. And that's what they found was, again, I think Jules Verne knew this. Wow. I'm just sitting here, you know, there is a question I have for Earth, and I'd like to ask Earth, are there spirits? Okay, this is going to be a two-parted question, Patrick, so you know.
Okay.
Is the Earth a prison planet, and are there spirits trapped here?
There's yes.
Thank you, Earth.
The Earth has always been a prison planet in the sense that although those who incarnate here do so of their own free will, once they are here they forget what was before and become prisoners to this reality. And many pass through this reality without ever, don't know the word, spell the word, D-E, is it deciding that this is fake. Finish.
Again, mind amazingly stimulated here. Wow. Okay, so what you don't know, and no one else knows, in my meditative session today, these were my notes coming out here. And in one of this came to me, just that you have to go through this process. I don't know why. This plane seems to be, Earth seems to be that platform. But that's what I got this morning, was that soul spirits, they forget. They were so stimulated through this experience, they get trapped by coming back in. And it's like they said, yeah, I am a prison planet. It makes sense. In one way, you could see it as a living hell, but in the other sense, you could see it as a thrill of all existence.
It's based on your perspective again.
Yeah.
If you are living it, you're in prison. If you're out there watching it, it's entertainment.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I tell you, there's many like-mindedness of what I have made publicly. This is the last time. I'm not coming back. I was here to come to do a mission. I'm fulfilling that. And, as I tried to explain to someone today, the thought that you would be in this infinite loop, constantly coming back into the earth, recycling through life, that's a finite God and construct. That's saying that the rest of the universe is going to waste, and that virtually what you're saying, every other species would have to be going through the same cycle. Well, that's insane. Just my commentary.
Are there other prison planets, solar systems, whatever?
Yeah. Wow. I got to tell you, this was just amazing. Glenn. Well, you'd be surprised that we play the games here. Well, Patrick, this has just been amazing. Folks, if you have another question or whatever, let me know, because I think today has been phenomenal, Patrick. Just phenomenal.
Can I just say to people, Wayne and I do not discuss anything about the program before we start.
We don't. In fact, I wasn't sure if Patrick was going to really make us. I'm thinking, is he feeling good? Is he feeling good?
Good. Thank you.
Oh, well, my good friend, I'll tell you, your take of what today was like.
I'm going to have to watch this one back more than once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You look drained, my friend. You look very drained.
I'm not in pain, but I am tired.
You are tired. Well, I'm going to tell you what, I'm just going to invoke healing upon you right now, Patrick. I speak healing to your body. And let me just tell you something. I speak specifically to the life form, the virus that has been attacking to you. And what I speak to that life form specifically is I speak devoid of life. Even now, you cannot feed upon anything around the host that you're in. So Patrick, I just invoke healing upon you. I see it. And that virus, that life form that's in you is dying right now. We devoid it of its ability to procreate its life and replicate itself. Sometimes you got to get real specific about these things. And I just invoke favor upon every person listening here, folks. Listen, favor of health, as Patrick would testify to, is worth more than your weight in platinum gold. Patrick's going, oh, yeah. So we just speak nothing missing, nothing broken in your life. And Patrick, good Lord, man, thank you, fella. You're just you're a stalwart. You're a champion.
I enjoyed it. It's been
Well,
all right.
I want you to get some rest, and I'll tell you, if I could be there, I'd make you a hot beverage.
Nice cup of tea, Ken.
I would, sir. People always want to be leaders. I have people write to me, well, how do you become a leader? How do you become a CEO? And I said, the thing how you become a leader is that you learn to serve. You learn to serve others. It gives you the ability to understand what true leadership is. So, Patrick, you've led by example, my friend, and I just believe your body will be much, much better when you go to sleep tonight. Now, I'm gathering you'll probably be going to sleep here pretty quick, right?
Yeah, it's coming up to 8 o'clock in the evening here. I will probably be in bed before 9.
Okay. Well, sleep well. Let your body heal. I just want to say hello, Lois. How are you doing, Warrior Queen? Love you, darling. Y'all are just all the best. Thank you for everyone that's been here. You've made this show what it is. Patrick and I came up with the idea, and you've made it this success. So thank you all. And Patrick, big hug to you, my friend, and get yourself well, okay?
Oh, I will.
You want to say something? By the way, make sure to go over and subscribe to Patrick's channel. I couldn't think of a better lift me up than seeing the subscribers go up. And so, Patrick, go ahead and say something, whatever you want, my friend.
Can I just talk to those who have volunteered to me? Because I asked for volunteers
Sure. Yeah.
to do private sessions without the pendulum and the chart. I have done a few, and my connection is still strong. I don't know if I'm going to get to everybody because I've been flooded with requests. I'm toying with the idea of when I do get back to doing live shows is to just do it. You know, just put the chart away and just do it. We shall see what happens. Watch this space.
I think it's wonderful. I just, Patrick, you are a good spirit. You really are. I love your energy. Love it.
Well, when I first started with the pendulum, it was spelling out every individual word. And then it would do a little twirl to go on to the next word. And then it went to just the first letters. And now I don't really need the chart, to be honest.
I think you could literally the connection is plugged in, man. I really do. Well, my friend, go get some rest. Thank you. We'll see you, and we'll just plan on being here next Tuesday at the same time. Send in your questions. I left Patrick's email down there, and we'll get this going. And Patrick, I think that I expect a good report next week, sir.
Here's my email.
See, there you go.
funnygrandad@gmail.com.
So send your questions. Patrick does readings as well, and talk with him on that. Marion, I see you in here, my dear. I got your email, and I'm going to do some answering on it. But tomorrow, hon, that show is going to be kind of dedicated to you and your question, because that reflects a lot of what other people are thinking. And so thank you, Marion. I just want to let you know that. We got the best people. You know that, Patrick?
Oh, definitely. No doubt about it.
You know, this family is just, and it is a family.
So switched on.
Yeah, it really is. It's amazing to see what's happened here. It really is. I sit back in awe of it. It's like, wow.
We'd be talking to ourselves without them, wouldn't we?
Well, we get accused of that all the time. It's like I tell people I've advanced. Now I'm having in full conversations and debates. So, Patrick, on my best to you, my friend. My heart love to you. Thank you for everything. Much favor upon you, your wife, and your house. I speak favor over your house, and I come against any curse, anything that would come against you in any form of the spirit realm. That which has been spoken in vileness shall be returned back to the sender tenfold. So beware to the one who sent forth. I ain't bullshitting you either. I'm talking to you. Yeah. Let me tell you something, little sweetheart. You don't belong here. My power is stronger than yours. That which you spoke will be multiplied tenfold back on you and doubled to the two that you called. I'm speaking to you. You are bound. You will not transgress this boundary again. Don't push it. All right, Patrick, that was meant specifically for, I ain't bullshitting you, telling you. This is your only warning. You come in here, you don't have the big boy britches, and you ain't big enough to piss in the tall weeds yet. Only a fool ever sends out a curse. Patrick, love you, man. We'll see you later.
Take care.
All right, my friend. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye.